Thanks everyone. Okay. Alanchinkai wishiwa. No kaji. Nichwa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm kind of eating zucchini. Hello, my beautiful friend Jackie. How are you, sweetheart? Zucchini with tomatoes, onion, and cheese, shredded cheese. We'll see if we get a few more people on here. And the council, the two relatives of mine, are here. They'll be leaving tomorrow. So it would be awesome. They still don't want to come on. They enjoy to watch me on the TV. I have it on capsule so they can hear me. And I have a tamale. I was the only one that didn't get to eat. I tried to eat a little last night. And, when you're cooking, you're tasting. Put down, add something else, tasting, you get full. Well, I do. So excuse me. My son showed me a print. I told him that's in a Wingalo print. It's looked like a it's goes like this, like that. This is so it steps. It says that in front of the three toes there's like points. So his what do you call it? The claw of the nail. I don't sponsor them, so don't want to get bumped off or take my video down. I wanted to come back and talk to everybody, see how everybody is doing, and talk about those who are going out into hiking or in the mountains, the woods, forest. Please, please, please be careful. If you have protection medicine bag, please wear it. You can leave it in your car when you're done or bring it inside. But if you're needing one, I advise you to get a hold of me because you're going to need it if you are out there. It is important that everybody understands that just to stay protected. Now let me introduce myself. I am Elder Medicine Bearclaw. I've been given this name, Bearclaw, when I was about 6 for my first kill was a bear. And it stayed with me. And at times, the bear does come out. If anyone is looking for any protection medicine bag, you can get a hold of me. We can make arrangement for the payment, or if you have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Facebook, so it would help you get through with the payments. If not, then if you wanted to mail it, I can give you the address too. Therefore, there are many, many things that are going on. My son, it's been over an hour and a half with our video chat, and he was showing me some prints that he wasn't too sure of. So I had to tell him, please be careful, because those prints look like Wingalo. And he's like, what? I said, remember, there are very famous in Arizona Wingalos. They will try to swallow your soul so they can make the sacrifice. They can turn into a different animal if it's pleased to, if it has enough strong energy. Because once they take your soul, then you're empty in your days and you don't even know who you are or what you are. So many times you do have to check yourself and make sure that you do understand, and you want things to work out better. Now, if you are trying to get hold of any smudge sticks, let me know. I can help you so that way the negativity, you can smudge it out of your home, your bedroom, around your house. Now, I'm still waiting on some more leather, and so that way I continue doing the feathers that Tennessee sent me. And I'm so grateful for them. We were trying to see if we could do a headband. So that's what we're trying to do. Man, I feel like I'm starving. Like I feel like I haven't eaten enough for days. Right now, it is 87 degrees. And it's only 11:34. They say it's supposed to be about 105, 110 today. Last night it was 80 degrees. Late last night, we still at 9:30 we still had light. Me and the councils had went into the sweat lodge and we did some prayers. I mentioned over 80 names in there. They told me, my goodness, how can you remember all this? I do. I'm good with numbers and names. Yes, I do. Sometimes I drain myself because I'm still up floating on a certain area. Last night with Dilihi, aka Josh, I had to go and zoom in because I felt, even some of the councils were saying that are here, they were saying they can feel, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to sit and watch me. And I told him there was something there, and he didn't look at the chat. He wasn't reading it. And then he had gotten angry. When you're showing anger in the woods, it is not good. You have to stay calm. You cannot bring out fear or anger because that's a trigger. They know then how to get into you. So if you're not going to put pour river water in your hands, go like this and then go like this, so that way you're protected. But again, if you put down tobacco and ask Mother Earth, forgive me, I am just coming into the territory which I always visit. That is important. That's more important than anything. So we all have to understand that each territory is different. But again, if you're willing to sacrifice yourself, I will say this: you better protect your bottom, protect your mind, because if I say I feel something's coming, it's actually coming, and it might not be something nice. So it could be something evil, which I did pick up, but again, everyone's learning. Even if you have 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 20 years, 50 years like me, then I too have to listen to my own self. Make sure I have my protection on. Make sure I speak with Mother Earth and touch the tree and pray as I enter the mountain or the woods or the forest, because you're asking politely if you can. It is very important that you give knowledge to the land. Mother Earth, she's the owner of this, what we live off, what we're living on underneath her. So the same thing with the Satangas, Dogman, and other cryptids. We have to respect them as much as we respect Mother Earth. If you want to be respected, then be respectful to her. Now, the Creator will tell you if you come in, you might not be happy with what you see. Now, if you're going to blind your eyes and you're going in, I advise you to be very careful. Keep your ears on the open. Swivel your head around, but don't do it fast. Just like you're glancing, like your eyes are taking pictures, because exactly what it is doing anyway. Because it's your mind is remembering where's what. So, if you're wearing sunglasses, always look into the lens too, because then you see them. So, if you are able to see something in your lens and you're okay with that, then that's fine. But I promise you, you're going to need something. So, again, as we say, the creatures that live on Mother Earth, they look at us like we're their creatures. If you say you love a certain kind of animal, that is fine. But remember, when you try to speak to it, it doesn't really understand you much, but your body language does. So, the squirrels will give you many sightings. Same thing with the birds. They tweet, whistle, and they communicate with the next bird to let know someone is in our presence. Sometimes they will guide you for it. So you have to be willing to understand and communicate with them. It's important that you keep your eyes on the swivel. So I ask of you, please be patient and honest with all creatures. It's very important. And not allowing um, others to do your mind wrong, because you want to make sure that you understand and they understand. Danse Inez, welcome. So, since there's either one or two people here with me, I like to say I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. And I know I'm going to have people come in and out, or rather, little kids come in and out. And if the kids do and using their parents' YouTube, that's fine, just as long as they're respectful. That's all I care. So, talk on. Leave it right here. Excuse me. So, I hope everyone is well. Oh, goodness. I made an appointment for the eye doctor. And see how much it'll be for my glasses. Because if they get tired of these ones, I go and put these ones on. Those ones are a little bit stronger. And these ones I can see okay. Um, does anyone have any questions that they wanted to ask? I know sometimes it's really hard, and other people go and ask everyone else. Excuse me. I do understand that other people go to other channels and they ask them for questions, and then I've heard this, a few channel members ask questions and they're like, well, we're not sure, we're the same boat as you, just learning. Okay, but you asked that same question on my channel and I gave you the information. So either you're not paying attention or you don't believe me, which is fine. If you don't believe me, I am not going to take any actions of it. But I give you my guidance. I give you my wisdom of words. I tell you how it was, when it was, and what to expect, because I have experienced many times. This old lady here loves to track, and I do a lot of investigations. Right now, I'm just learning how to keep a walk and balance, so I tend to keep it up more. I want to able to walk with the cane if possible. Don't say face to face. How are you, my love? But again, many of us have different activities or understanding. And I know that many people say that, oh, I have experienced this, but I don't understand. Experience how a satanga travels with a dogman. Well, there's many, 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 many. YouTube punishment. Whose whose YouTube is that one, Naz? Yes, I've mentioned this many times too. There are 3 toes, 4 toes, 5 toes, 6 toes. Oh, is that yours? So therefore, um, they there are many different clans that have those toes. So when you want to understand why they have those toes, because they're a different clan from the other clans. Um, each clans have different kind of feet, but you're never going to find one that is skinny. They're always very wide and flat. Sometimes when you're out, you're you're looking at a track. The 3 toe, it you have to really look at it and make sure it's not a satanga, or is it a wingalo. Now, as I mentioned many times, they're coming out. And it's very important that many people do understand that there are some satangas, which are Bigfoot, Sasquatch, are aggressive and some aren't. Now, if you push one to become aggressive, you're going to hear different chattering for connection to get their attention to help them because they're either being cornered. And sometimes it's usually a juvenile that wanders off, and sometimes it's the investigators are not realizing that they're cornering a juvenile. So then again, you would hear many whistles. You wouldn't hear them. Actually, they don't really whistle. It's more like a bird calling. The ones that whistle are the dogmen, and you hear them scream. Sometimes, if you are very close and you should be able to feel them around you, you should be able to smell them. You also can tell if it's something's really around. Oh, you got your 4K subscribers, Ace. Congratulations. Proud of you. Um, awesome. That is very good news. Well, I have 364. My goal is to go up to 500, but I have many subscribers that say, no, go up to 1,000. Yes, Dogman can whistle. And many people say it's the um, satangas. The investigators that are right now traveling on knowing and feeling that around the it and tracking how different clans are coming across, because right now is like the time of war. So, and it's also mating season. So many people need to be careful because they are coming. And once you're trying to do your best, you have to be careful that you don't get in the middle of it. Many researchers say that they come, but they never hear them. It's because you're actually looking for them. So you might hear an it whistle. An it can whistle. It can also mimic your voice, your tone of voice, to draw you in. The it, I'm sure many of you heard me say the it. It is what starts with an S. Us indigenous natives cannot speak of it. Even the Navajos know you're not supposed to speak of it, say the word, because it's telling you're welcome to come to me. And I ain't welcoming it to me. I would fight with it. But again, many other channels and stuff are not like me or as indigenous ways. They don't go and challenge it. And this is what we do. We fight with demons and bad spirits. We try to cleanse Mother Earth with the bad spirits, but we also know that the Creator made bad spirits to be around also. So if you're not understanding, and you have your channel, you have your own ways, which is fine, but how many does everyone have experience in? So an eagle can see far away. A hawk can see far away. And yes, a wolf can, just as well as a dog man. When you're out in hiking, let's say you're hiking, it's still daylight, and you're trying to understand that there's some kind of present, but you don't know what it is. You still have to be careful due to the animals, the creatures, because if they are intent to see who you are, you have to remember we're completely different to them. Unless you raise it from a pup or a small bird, then it'll know your ways. It can sense you. But if you're coming into someone's territory, they want to know why you're here. Why are you next to Mother Earth? But again, as it is, the council and I are very used to dealing with bad demons, bad spirits. We do take on. And I always challenge the spirits, and I tell them, come to me. You don't need that person. We do a healing cleanse on humans, And we try to not sacrifice our lives, but to able to receive this sadness, this ugliness, this evilness away from you, because it wants to know very much what you are if you are like them. So different creatures to say in their own ways. They can be bad, just okay. For example, a bear. A bear can be kind, but it also can be aggressive. A human can be kind, but also can be mean and rude. So if you, like, many people um, like to Google something, you're not going to find everything in Google. That's all man say. Neskate ishta kayinan naka. Yes. I. They even said the same thing. Tanse, Scott. Many blessings, many blessings. Many of us try to communicate with different creatures, even the cryptid. If you feel that there's someone stealing your chickens, your hens, your turkeys, it could be because at this time they are needing it. But again, they don't always eat meat. And when they do, they share it amongst with the whole clan, or the whole creatures share it with their family. They will leave the carcass there, the bones. But you have to understand that this is even us too, as humans. We hunt to eat the meat. Don't matter if it's chicken, rabbit, pork. It is important. Now, let's get back to the video with my son. When we were looking at some of the prints, now he has a 5 print, toe print there, and it was like about a 20-inch and 14 wide. You could see the stroke of it from the right foot to the left. So he says he believes it's like a 9 foot. Now, a 9 foot Satanga will leave a very heavy print. Uh, well, you're learning about other things. So again, it's like a mixture of everything. And once you understand and you're doing all this investigating, you're putting the pieces together. Some have a hard time understanding what it is. Really, it's okay. Some don't. But like I was telling my son, when he showed me the print, I was very pleased. And he says he hopes I get better real fast because he wants me to come up. And I do want to go up to Arizona to visit my son. And I do want to check everything out. I haven't been there in over 2 years, so I do need to go back. Danse, Griff, and Marcy, my dearest. Okay, Remember, people, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, if you have already. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. There's many different cryptid creatures in different states. So I'm sure many of you guys had some kind of showing, a vision of who and where. This is why when I come on to speak and other people ask, um, have you interacted? Yes, I have. I have interacted with them. And I'm not scared to go and enter. I usually love to just come and give them the respect. And I go and pray on there. Well, if one has seen many different uh, satangas, and do you believe they go into the trees? Do they leave a face print? Because they do. You can actually see their face in the tree because they don't want you to be recognized. They don't want to recognize that you can see them in the trees. If anyone wants to put their link from their channel, they can. Not necessarily you have to do it, but if they want, they can put it on themselves. I appreciate you doing it for them, but please also ask their permission. One of the persons that we have interact with or spoke with, Nez, she told me she didn't really want people on her channel. So this is what I'm just going to say once only, because if they want them to be known, which is fine, you can put their link on, but ask them first, please. Because the last time, and I know you're helping out other channels, I appreciate that. But she really doesn't have anything on her channel, and she emailed me and said that, she didn't thought that was right. And I know you have good intentions, honey, but I don't know if she's on her or not. She might just be watching. So, but you're doing good. You are doing good. You're just being you. Yes, they do, Scott. Yes, they do. Do you know they do? They do nest in the trees too. Certain clans they put up. Yes. I don't have a problem. It's just some of the viewers that come in and they've told me Well, she told me, and she didn't like. She goes, I don't know that lady, but she put my YouTube on there, and I'm not real. I just come on to listen to you, and I watch other channels. That's all. And I said, look. I emailed her back, and I said it's all good. She's a wonderful woman. She's just trying to help those to build up the channel. That is all she's doing. She said, well, please let her know that I don't do none of this. I just watch. So, but I told her I would let everyone know. So that way, um, you know, she can just. I know she's on here because she texts me. I'm watching. I'm not going to chat. Oh my goodness. It's funny. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, if anybody wants to put their thing, go ahead and put it on. You can do it once. Don't need to do it multiple. You could just do it. I'm sure everybody knows who's who there. So, um, Nehachete kaya neskwa. Te horakoshite pukuhayen. Ay, ada in natahayeshe. I told her, don't be nervous. Ah, it's okay. She's just learning. That's all. That's all she's doing is learning. She just wants to observe people's when they. She says she enjoys the Bigfoot. She enjoys the pictures and likes to know many things. Yes, sweetheart, go get some rest, Jackie. I'll speak to you again, my love. I try to teach everyone the proper way of things. I try to explain to what is good and what is not good. Um, Hold on one second. Nista kaya. Dohish nenya kunaya. Ite kaya. No, Tony is kayish. Don't go I no naya. Sorry about that. It's just the privacy of coming in and out. Let me see, what did I miss? You know, it's good to learn about many creatures, a cryptid stuff. It's important. And nila kawaya shita hi. Hata, hi, ta, hi, ta. He caught the fly with his hand and he rattled it, threw it on the ground, and it's dead. Kutara shita inahi tiya. Told him put it in the garbage. Oh my goodness. Okay. If someone believes in Bigfoot, you if you are interested in them, then you know in your heart. Um, Sometimes many have experience in different ways. Some say they think they felt it. Okay, if you get a big old rush and you're like scared, she said one time, yeah. She says when the first time she got scared, she thought it was a bear because the way it was squat down. Because bears do sit on their behind and then they get up. Well, she thought it was a bear and it wasn't a bear. So, but over in Blackfeet Mountain, um, they show themselves. They do. It's right by the res, and they come down, and they sometimes many families will leave something there, and you'll see them come and grab it and get back up. So yes. How many years have you been investigating Bigfoot's nose? Nestaye da kunyanishkayene kunyanes etayoe eta koene sta kayeno wala kai chitanga. It's not always a bear. hmm Like I said, they sit even by the water bank or the water bung, whatever you guys say in English, and they're eating. They they would feed on it and then um, eat what they're finished. And they'll eat the fish. Okay. Bye. So um, they when they do sit there and they'll eat the fish, and then they don't eat it all. Sometimes they'll leave it there, and then the next bear will come, or it could be a juvenile, and then bring up and share with it. They, they went with my husband. So far, she's right here. Sorry. We have 5 people in here, and there's only one light. Hmm. Hmm. I asked her if she wanted to come in since it's just her. She said no. I told her I would translate. Dansei, Elder. Roger, thank you. Dansei. We, I usually get a big salmon and I clean it. And what I do is I cut it in portions, and it's in a foil with tomatoes, onions, um, figs, slice the fig, and then let it cook in the oven. Then I take it out. I mix the orange juice and rosemary and butter together, and then I lather it both sides. And that's how we eat it with rice. Uh, the boogeyman. Okay, that's wonderful. It's good to go out in nature, into the woods, the forests, the big, large trees. They all have very powerful energy, and it's important that you give the tree the love and help them understand that you're there with no harm, no intent to bring them down. So I have many times been in the forest and stuff and dealt with different things. Um, Catfish, I've I always fry it. I don't. I can cook it right off from. Excuse me. Right when it's been caught, I gut it and then I put it on the fire right away. Everything is in the forest that you need. All proteins, all vegetables. You'll be surprised what you can find there. Sometimes we just might bring meat in a Ziploc bag, tied in good, and then we pick the leaves, or there might be wild spinach growing somewhere, and then we make a fire, and we carry little containers, so you add a little water and put whatever leaves there is, because you can eat different kinds of leaves. So, one more time. Face me gusta frijoles, arroz. You eat a lot of beans. Okay. No más en Pontonta. Traje chin de Miriasaka. En Puerto Rico. Pues yo sí hablo español mucho, pues no quiero hablar con los todos, y eso porque yo sabe mi Rolindia. Yo hace mucho descasión. Pero yo hablo. Desde mi comunidad es diferente. So I hope everyone understood what I said. She's looking, what? uh, it's fine. It, so you're bilingual, Nez? Gracias. ¿Tú hablas mucho o poquito? ¿Qué brazos ahí? What did you put, face? No, ángel de español. Okay. In the restaurants, like my husband, he speaks Spanish. There are different dialogues. It's almost the same as the Spaniards versus Mexico. But there's different meaning. Like if you say agua, it's the same as water over there. You say the star is different. It is. Saying it and spelling it is, they're also different. Mm. So, ¿te habla tu mamá? ¿Te habla mucho en español? Ahí en Puerto Rico. Habla alemán mucho ahí. Entonces, dirigí is slang, I guess. Kind of, Marcy, kind of. Y gondo de baño. ¿Dónde está tu baño? Okay, I have something to say. Now, what is the correct way of saying banquillos o huevos o lajonas? Chulo, nisnane tarkoeshka. Okay, so she speak our language, indigenous, natives. Okay. Well, I'm very pleased that everyone can understand and support one another in the community, which is wonderful. Sometimes I know that in my community there's Spanish speakers, and then they ask me, they're asking in Spanish sometimes, what are you saying? They don't understand. But it's good to know that there's others, indigenous, that come on and teach their children or grandchildren to understand the meaning of the word. Wonderful. Well, everyone is very much appreciative of things. So I hope that many people understand that you have to learn to appreciate yourself, your inner self, before you can understand anything. Sometimes it depends how you were raised. Excuse me. 1898. Um, my mother, 1931. Then my great grandmother was 1869. My great great grandmother was, let's see, she, 1744. I can go back, way back. 1980s. I do want to say to everyone, you know, everyone that gets excited, and it's very blissful to be excited about creatures and cryptids and the satangas. When people start learning more and more of their generations, and then they start explaining things. I'm a 60s baby. But they say that, oh, I read your comment before you erased it. It's okay. Um, it's good to know some about your generation so that way your children know and they can explain to their children. So we indigenous natives always try to explain where we came from, and if we were well known, and that we understand our community. Who do we honor? And Do we investigate many out there? October 1971, I'm October 62. Such as the dogman and the rake. Yes. I my mother and my mother's mother before that and before that has spoken many about um, the satangas, the it, the dogman, the wingalo, the rake monster. Um, Now, when you guys say boogeyman, you guys think of different. There's a boogeyman that we know, but we see it in our language different, and there it's just like an it. So I'm pretty much older than all of you. So again, it is, you know, if you try to imprint in your children's minds now, okay, they might listen, but I feel that it is the best time to start teaching them is when they're about maybe 10. So that way that way they can really sponge it up about their generations. It's the same thing with the Satangas and the dog man, dog woman, because it is important for them. Because sometimes they don't just come with one, they come with a pack. Now, if they want to 3 years what older than you, um, yes, people, I'll say you're humans, call the boogeyman a Sasquatch. That's not a boogie. They're not Sasquatch. The boogeyman is not a Bigfoot. It's like something very dark, which we say is the devil. That's the boogeyman. Um, and this devil comes in all fours. So, but again, everybody's different. They from their generations of calling what's certain things. People say, "Oh, what about the headless horse?" Has anybody seen a headless horse walking around? How is it going to see? It could feel the ground, but how can it see where it's going? So again, someone wants to have their mind going, as they say. But again, it's different. Yeah, that's what I was saying, but it's not. We indigenous people say the boogeyman is the devil. It's something dark, but it is what it is. I'm sure I'll get some emails on here. Well, you confused me. We thought the boogeyman was Bigfoot. No, everyone has their difference. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Um, we we have learned. I have learned medicine from a satanga. And anyway, like I was saying, they they have to interact with me when I ask. They can. Sometimes they don't. But nesta hoisha papaya. They um, they told me what in the forest, the woods, what is good and what is bad medicine. This is the same thing what I teach them. So the clans that I have worked with have taught me many as I grew up older. So, and they always told me, look, listen. So it's important. And I did. And I actually learned a lot as I got older. Then when I started working more with the medicines, what cures to do and stuff like that. So that way I can make sure it's written down and I've actually worked with it. Of course, there's always a good and bad spirit around us. Doesn't matter. It comes in different forms. Even the satangas have to try to keep away from it. And they've been here over thousands of years. Look at her husband, the ones in the council, he's helping my husband put a carport so the sun doesn't beat on my car, or in case we're out there, we move the cars on the other side of our house with the fences, and we eat outside with tables with when we have gatherings. Do you think any of the cryptid were developed by the government? Again, I'm going to say this. Yes, they're trying basis on doing things. They've been doing this since the early 1900s. I could go back more, maybe sometimes in the 18s too, trying to, they catch something and don't tell us humans, but yet take it to their labs and try to cover it with their organs and stuff and end up coming with something else. So, yes. This is why we have investigated many about the governments and stuff, and they don't like us knowing what they're doing, but they sure love to know what we're doing. So, as I would say to the human beings, they can go BS my you know what, because they lost a lot of our ledgers, and then trying to find out, trying to prove anything who we are, indigenous ways. Then they're trying to say, no, you have no action of whatever. This is white man law. Well, you know what I think about white man law? I can go on and say that I won't use no foul language. But I know that when someone pisses me off and I'm beyond that, I always try not to speak negative to them. But sometimes many people say, oh, it has to do with the government. Yes, it does, but then you're contributing to the government by giving information. This is why us indigenous ways, we stop communicating with the white people. If our family, our relatives are dating someone outside, okay, that's fine. But you know what? Then they need to know the law, our laws. They have to understand. If you're going to be with us, you cannot speak of certain things. Yes, indigenous natives will be with a white man and they'll be married for 20 years and all of a sudden they're letting out secrets to whatever. And then to find out that white man went and told the government, that's really BS. I'm sorry. This is where I get mad and I tell my relatives, if you're going to open your mouth, make sure you got it out right. Make sure you're explaining what you're talking about and make sure you got backup. Now, I have backup and I will speak. And I'll speak my tongue as long as you don't understand it. I really don't care. As like I tell everybody, and I tell everybody in my viewers, I'm sorry if you think I'm harsh because I say pale face, but as I do. You know how pale faces are? Two-faced. And I believe there's some relatives too are two-faced that you guys think of. But sometimes there is many people that feel that because they're on government, you're thinking, oh, I've got cash aid, I got Medi-Cal. Good for you. But did you realize we have to struggle? We always get pinned back. Do you know how many times I've helped many of your you humans? I go out of my way trying to heal and stuff because I can't turn someone. I'm not like that. I don't go just like a light switch. Well, there is one woman that comes and she says, I know I'm white and I'm sorry you guys went through this. And I know you're, she tells me, Miss Mama. That's why she calls me Miss Mama. I understand you're very strong and I might be 75 and you're 62, going to be 63. And I said, yes. And the point is, she goes, I know I called you for help all the time. I ask you if you can send me remedies. And what do? I make it and send it to her. But when you want to give information to help others when they're sick, but yet you know that they are on Medi-Cal, and those who worked hard and trying to get your Medicare A and B, and then you get denied. It's hard. I promise you, it's very hard. Did you know that I had to pay for my own stuff when I had stayed in the hospital for my spine where the cancer was? Then they want to give you all this medicine that you have to take. It comes out of my pocket. I'm not rich like white people. And I know there's not many out there that are rich either. But again, there are many that are fighting just to get what is coming to them. Because this world is unnecessary on some stuff. But again, when you want to start thinking you got a Sasquatch, but it's actually a bear, and you go and tell people, oh, I caught a Sasquatch. No. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Because you're giving false information to everyone in the world. They'll go, oh, he said this. Add it on over here, and he said this, but I think it's this. It's he, she said. Like law school, yes, I did. And this is why I do help many of my relatives and some that are non-relatives that married into it. I back them up because I'm doing the documentations for them. And I always, like I have said, I always challenge. But many people don't understand that they think they're the only ones that know. Well, we knew way before. And we didn't much say. We kept it sacred, like they told us. Keep it sacred. We will protect you. A lot of our women are missing due to white men. And I don't like it, but I speak the truth, you like it or not. This is why I say, if I start speaking some truth, you're not going to like it. Well, you can unsubscribe, unlike, and go on to another channel. I really don't care no more. But if you're willing to listen and want advice and the guidance, which I do give, then you're at the right channel. But if you're just going to listen and start speaking of other stuff, I'm going to start correcting you. Not just because you're white or Mexican or black or Asian. You could be black, blue, yellow, green. I do not care. I am going to tell you like it is, how I feel, and I can back up my bones. Because I've lived it. I've seen it. I communicate it. And when I get challenged, I love it when I get challenged because I'm going to make you look like a fool. Many people try to say, oh, I understand where you're coming from. I've dealt with this. But you know what? I'm true. I know who I am. I know where I came from and what I know and what I have done. But many people don't get it. They say, oh, just the indigenous, all they are is alcoholics and drug addicts. I hear that all the time from white men, white women. Let me tell you, you're right there too. But you know what? This is where we correct our indigenous natives, the relatives. We tell them, hey, 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 no. You want to act like this? You're going to a facility and you're going to get corrected. But you all have to understand, when I back out my family, my creatures, my Mother Earth, I've been there. I've been in certain places in this world. I do what is necessary. Or else I won't be Elder Medicine Bearclaw. But I tell you what, the more I get interesting and start speaking, this is why I'm not as large as some channels with 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, or even 3,000. You know? Oh, she just talks about it. That's okay. Whatever. Same thing. Be careful. I'm telling you guys. You want to go in the woods, you want to go in the forest, you want to go in the mountains and investigate Mother Earth's land, you better be protected. Because if not, you got zapped. If you're not holding your bag and smelling it, or you're taking out the barrel to take a bite, or you're allowing just whatever to hypnotize you so it can take a little more of your spirit, watch out, baby. Because it's going to nip you in the butt. No, yeah. Now my husband, he come in because I don't like to raise my voice. And she is over there. But I want to make clear, I give the guidance that some of my counsel gets mad because I tell you guys. Because I want you all to be safe and understand that I've been there. I know what it's like. I want to teach you. But sometimes people think I'm over speaking, overtaking, over not listening. Okay. But again, if you don't want my guidance, You can leave my channel and go to someone else that acts like he or she knows what they're doing. But if you want to get the proper information, then you come to the right place. Because I tell no lies, I speak as it is. I just want everyone to know when I do give my guidance, I'm giving you my honest opinion. I'm telling you things that are action, not fabricating, not pretending. I'm not one to go put a suit on and say my backyard is my forest, or I just happened to drive to a mountain. Oh, yeah, I hear something. No, I'm not going to do that. If you want a show, you want to go and watch that channel, go by means, because I don't do that. One, I don't really like to record or take pictures because I respect them. I respect Mother Earth. They want to roam freely without being hunted. So it has to be cordial. You and Mother Earth and the cryptids, creatures, have to come to some kind of agreement. I come in your land here just to visit, not to over and want to hunt. No, because I tell you what, before you can pull that gun out, you're hurt. You would be hurt mentally, physically, not just by a satanga, because you're feeling what is coming out of you. Your body speaks it, your mind shows it, and they love it, especially if it's a cryptid. They'll come wackling right in. Now, I did challenge another channel, but she didn't want me. She'd rather believe a psychic. Like I said, I don't want to discriminate any psychics, because I do have some friends that are like that, or mediums. Believe me, I'm not picking, but this is her words. They got her back. Okay, they got your back. They're going to protect you. What are they going to do? Are they going to smudge your home or smudge your car? Now, if you've worked with games that you shouldn't be using, or making nahakashe, how do you say, pentagon or whatever? I think that's it. And then you put around you, brush, 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 brush. A lot of people think that they have the power. I can say that indigenous natives have been active with the satangas and other cryptids for thousands, centuries. We just kept it on the down low as respect. But again, if you want to observe different channels and they're saying this, sometimes I go and I watch and I have to shut my mouth, because it's unnecessary. It's really a lot of negative, and I don't want to be around negativity. No, because that gets you sick. I've been trying to help as many as I can with other people, to let them know that when you go and visit Mother Earth with the cryptid and satangas, just remember, even a squirrel can bite you if you don't pay attention. But yet they give you more and more information. A lot of people tend to say, you don't understand. You've never been in my shoes, what I went through. I don't have to understand. I can feel it from you. I can see what has gone through you or what you're up to do, and or what you did, I should say. See, she's texting me. She said, you're getting upset. Why you let people get you upset? Just speak your. She's listening, and she won't come on here and say anything anymore. But I tell her it's okay. Don't. I'm not upset. I'm letting you know that the government and some white people, they infatuate what they want, but they can't see it. That's the big picture. They're unable to see it because they're not comfortable with their heart yet. I will say this. There has been a few channels I try to help out and explain things. One was a couple, one was a male, the other is a female. I think there are 3 couples actually. And I can't believe they faked it. I caught on and I said, who's wearing suits out there like a satanga? They muted me in the channel. So I went on my laptop and I put my husband's and I went on there. And I stayed quiet. I just watched. People don't do that. Please don't do that. Because you're making them going to want to get you. And then from there, they'll follow you home and you can get hurt. But I try to teach those who want to learn and give you the proper guidance. Even if you're not involved with it or you're just infatuated with the channels. That's all I'm saying. I want everyone to understand things in life are always going to be ups and downs. They're going to teach you how to understand things in life. Mother Earth is always teaching us. She's always given us the lookout. She's hinted you many times. These trees speak, the trees move. I had a disagreement with somebody about that too, saying, oh, they don't move. Oh, yes, they do, and they speak. They'll give you the energy you need. If you want to understand more, then you go in the forest, the woods, the mountains, around a lake. Sit there in silence, and you tell me what you feel and what you see. And then you get up from there, and then you hike up another 30 miles or 300 feet or an acre away. Because they don't come that close to camp unless it's like 1 o'clock in the morning just to see who's up. And they never run alone. There's always someone else with them. I always encourage people to stay protected. Many channels have my bags, and I protect them all. Mama Rainfeathers, she had many people that she'd look out for too. Sometimes they didn't understand, but when you are walking around and they see that bag, they won't hunt you. My bag right here, this is old. I have a new one that 7 chiefs had told me I had earned. It's like earning another stripe. There are only 5 females that love to investigate. I'm one of them. I have traveled many places, like I said, to help different people because they are not understanding what is in their area or what is in their land. But if you're not careful what you step on or what you're looking for and don't know what it is or what to say it is, by the time you open your camera, it's gone. So it's only left you the image, what it is in your mind. Next thing is that you're only going to be able to describe what it is. But I promise you, if you go into these woods, you're going to see many different things. And you're going to say, oh, I think maybe my mind's playing games. If you see something you don't understand, it's true, because that's what it is. I've tried explaining to even some of the tribals, and they say, yes, we've seen this, but we don't know why. We send our investigators from our natives to do it. And then to calm them home, calm the family down, because this is their home and part of their land. But we have to share the land with every creature, every cryptid out there. I think more of the white people would freak out if they see a mini cryptid coming into the city. They're going to, what is this? Oh my God, where did this come from? Can't be safe in our own home. That's exactly what you're going to say. Yes, sometimes, like my husband and my colleague here on the council says, you're going to get them whirled up and they're going to want to get swamped with emails. That's fine. But I'm speaking the truth. Why lie it? I know how much to say and how much not to say. But I'm trying to teach you guys what is right and who is wrong and share some of my guidance for you. Let me go back in this community because I've seen it going pretty fast. Oh, where did I leave off? Oh, family. Yep. She shouldn't be afraid of it, Marcy. Dilihi, I know my grandkids, and it's good that their mind is more open to understand. You know what some of the councils say? They have an old soul. They question, well, for your age, you don't even look like you're 62. But I am. Actually, they go back more than that. Lily. I too have family that had passed through the trails of tears. I interact with a lot of Cherokees, Navajos, and Apaches because the next state over, that's where they are. So a lot of us indigenous natives, we're all spread out. Some live where others stay in the res. Some stay out, want to be more free and understand what our goals are. And like I said about how man-made words on many different things, and when we try to put up, we get knocked down. So this is why I'm up. This is why I made my channel, so I can explain more and more. And that's why I say I'm glad I don't have thousands of whatever, but congratulations, and proud of you getting that much. But me, they either like to report me or say I'm making my videos or giving false information. That's how they took my other video down. Why? Because there was a satanga behind me, and there was other things. So I'm not going to get into it again. She's telling me. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking. I'm just reading the comments. Soundwave, Dante, welcome. Um, us medicine bear, Claude, this me, we sacrifice what we put into the medicine protection bags. It's sacred. We don't tell. I put all my powerful prayers and to protect you in whatever situation you are in. Any medicine woman, man, any of us elders that pray over that, we do not give information like that. That is the 10th question I've been asked now. What is in your bags? Sacred stuff. It's all protection. I will say that. And most of every channel and every person that's gotten a protection medicine back from me has protected them. If I haven't done my deed by protecting you, then tell me. You can ask all my other viewers, channel that own their channels, to speak of their bags. Have I not protected you? Yes or no? We indigenous natives have made books, but again, white men say they made the words, so they change a lot of our words. This is why a lot of our natives relatives have been coming out more. And if you look in the movies that they did in black and white, how it's a white man with dark makeup trying to be us. Because we told them no, we won't do it. My mother was asked when she was a young girl. My mother told them no. Even they would get her money, my mother said no. My grandmother wouldn't allow it. Squirrels are very alert. They tell you if a predator is coming or if it's a tanga coming, because they do interact with satangas. Um, they have a communication with them, but again, they protect. If you're in it active with a clan, they will protect you. Tennessee, don't say. The satangas are very known to have higher power. Yes, many people, which are white people, and I'm going to say majority different nationalities, do have a problem of listening. Soundwave, yes, I know who you are. Why do you keep saying that? Oop, hold on 1 second. Nikolaj tayo may dawa ito. Kadang kayo eh. Sorry, I'm answering her husband now. Okay. Okay. I was reading on what he's saying. The guys are already hungry. Are you still here, Soundwave? You know that it is true. Some of love to report your videos, and that's how I got the one before got taken down. I was talking a little bit about my daughter passing, how we're trying to get everything together, and what is wrong with that. So, but again, people they're jealous. That's what I say. And you have to be proud who you are and what you want, and understand. And believe me, I'm very proud who I am. I won't be here. I won't be having a channel to explain. How long does it take a Bigfoot to trust you? Sometimes it could take up to 5 years. I will say 3 to 5 to 10 years. And that's only if you're interacting with them frequently. All right. Well, A satanga can feel you before you enter the woods, even the juveniles. Very, very well, they can. And if you're not wearing protection, they can confuse your mind and get you zapped. They will give you, if you're concentrating enough with them, they can give you a vision. I don't, you darn fly. I don't make videos of them. I tell them I'm gonna take a picture of the area. If you want to be there, that is up to you. But I don't. What do you call it? I don't like to start. Trying to figure a nice way to say it. Don't want to scare you. If you want to interact with them, you have to enter their area, which is Mother Earth, where they're at. And you have to sit there, maybe an hour, maybe 3 hours. Introduce yourself. Even they can read your mind, who you are, what you are. But introduce yourself. Be kind enough to respect them and say. But again, if you're coming with negativity, I can't guarantee you they'll be nice to you. All right, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want. If you don't, no big deal. But it helps the channel. Let the people know that I exist. And also, if you care to know more information or help you, I still got 2 more emails and they're really long. So I have to get to them. I haven't answered them back. There was another gentleman that said, I was watching his channel. This is an older guy. And I was speaking and he says, I couldn't find you, and but I never got my email from him, so I resend my email. But you need any kind of help, understanding, you can email me. I will help you the best way I can. I will not always give you all the information because I believe you need to learn on your own too. And if you need protection bags, smudge sticks, you know how to get a hold of me. My email's right there. Oh my goodness, I even put it wrong. Gosh darn it. Back up. There we go. There we go. That's better. Remove. Okay. Many blessings to you. Okay. Once again, if you need a protection medicine bag, let me know. You can email me, message me, go to my Facebook, Elder Medicine Bear Claw. You can leave me a message there or email. Usually what I do too, if one of the councils or the elders are coming out to visit, I have them help me pray over it so that way you can get a stronger protection. And again, I do appreciate you all coming here and viewing me, getting some guidance. And I will try to come on Friday. What's today? Tuesday? Usually I go Mondays. I'll go on tomorrow. Somebody's yawning too much in here. So, therefore, love yourself and remember, be happy, treat your family good, and collect some of that rain. Wash your hair with it, your body. It's cleansing, it's good. Again, when people say no, but it is true, it is good for you. Again, I do want to appreciate everyone. Thank you. Hi. Many blessings. I love you all. To my children, Dilihi, true love, my grandbabies. Kisna ayete ashie. Now, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, or night. Therefore, each of you have a good day. It's monsoon in Arizona starting next month. So you'll get heavy rain or hail, and then across the street be sunny. So thank you very much. I hope I wasn't too hard on everyone. But again, I have to let you all realize I'm not fake. I'm not like the government. I'm not racist. Don't take me wrong, but I'm straightforward. I do not BS around. Those who know me, I have a big heart, kind heart, and I pray over you. If you need something, I'll do my best to help you. That's who I am. That is my nature. But once in a while, you get these little trolls, or sometimes a viewer that wants to give some kind of odd question, then I'm going to come out. So, everyone, be good to each other. Make sure you love yourself, okay? Allow the beat of your heart be the drums. Okay? Many blessings. You take care. Until the next video.